Hey there, how we doing, Cancer? My name is Cheryl Lynn. Excuse me, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for Friday, August 15th through Sunday, August 17th. This particular video right here is going to be for my Cancers. We're just going to go ahead and do a Celtic cross and see what Spirit wants to bring up or what we need to talk about for this weekend. I'm not doing the days of the week on the end this time. I didn't do them for the first 4 or 5, and so I can't really do them for the rest of them this time, but I am here every morning with the daily energy check-ins if you want to check those out. That'll give you some clues on the days as we go through them, and then I'll do it on the next one. I'll get the days of the week back in there, okay? So this one's for my Cancer. Alrighty, let's see. What is your current situation, Cancer? What do we need to talk about? Queen of Wands, okay? So this is how you're presenting, male or female, no difference. It's actually an energy, but you are presenting right now in your feminine, and you are presenting in your feminine as the feminine who gets what they want, okay? You are somebody who sees what you want, and then you go get it, period. The downside to this card is that sometimes you can be less than mindful about how you get it or who you have to step on to get to whatever it is you want, which can rack up bad karma. Therefore, putting you in a position where you end up getting what you want and then you lose it because of the bad karma. So you have to be mindful of that. It does matter how you get it, okay? But it does not take away from the determination you have or the fact that you do attain whatever it is you're after usually. You're also somebody who doesn't really care what other people think too much about your whatever you do, you know? And you exude a certain sense of sex appeal for sure, okay? So that is where you're at right now. So what is the challenge to the Queen of Wands? The Page of Pentacles. So the way I heard it, the minute I pulled this card, the minute I flipped it over, is that the challenge right now is a sense of stability or a sense of you building a foundation. So here you are in this Queen of Wands, take no prisoners, get what you want type of attitude, okay? And suddenly you have, for some reason, decided you want to build a foundation, which is somewhat restricting, right? So you are this passionate, firesome type person going out and getting what you want, and now all of a sudden you want to restrict that. Okay, is how this looks. Or you at least are trying to rein all that in to try to build some kind of foundation for yourself. Okay, let's see. So what is it you need to focus on? The Moon. Well, the Moon would say that there's something here that you're not seeing clearly towards your goal. So you have this goal. With the page being, with it being the Page of Pentacles, it does feel like maybe you are not. There's some unrealistic expectations or a sense of youthfulness that is kind of naive when it comes to building this foundation, and how hard it might be for you to rein all of that Queen of Wands energy into something very stable, maybe, okay? But whatever, there is something here that you're definitely not seeing clearly. Okay, you definitely aren't seeing all of the situation for what it is what it's saying. Okay, all right, Cancer, what do we got? What do you need to leave behind? The Three of Cups. So there's a lot of different ways to look at the Three of Cups, but in this position where it's sitting right now, I think it is something to do with maybe overindulging in something or partying. It's a reason to celebrate sometimes, but I think maybe this is just too much celebrating, right? Could be too much of something. It feels like it's an abundance, an overabundance of something, and that needs to be left behind to try to rein in this Queen of Wands into this stable thing that you seem to be moving towards, okay? Or trying to. Okay, what is your strength here? We get the King of Pentacles. So you are somebody who is very determined right now, and you're somebody who's definitely coming from a place of boss energy. So you are somebody who is taking very strategic, slow, thought out steps towards whatever your goal is, okay? To go from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles is, from the Queen of Wands to the King of Pentacles is quite the jump, okay? That's quite the two different extremes almost. Not only to go from feminine to masculine, but you're also somebody, as the King of Pentacles, you're like the mini emperor, so you have it all. You have a kingdom to run, you have, you're very abundant, very much so, very stable, very much somebody who just takes very sure steps in life. You're not taking anything like by the seat of your pants. You're not making any crazy moves, nothing. Everything's very thought out, okay? So it's a big jump to go from the Queen of Wands to the King of Pentacles, but that seems to be, that is your strength right now. So apparently you have definitely made up your mind. Look, you went from the Page of Pentacles to the King. Okay, what do we have in the near future? Now we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is all about you taking very slow, steady steps towards your goal. You're not in any hurry to get there right now. You don't need to get there right this minute. There seems to be no rush on you getting to where you want to go. And I don't think anybody could derail you from whatever it is you've made up your mind to do here. You are definitely very set in whatever you've decided. So I would say success is imminent, although not immediate. Imminent, but not immediate, right? Because with the Knight of Pentacles, it's the slowest moving card in the deck. So it's going to take you time, but you don't seem to be in any rush. So, okay, what is the advice? You're stressed out, though. You need to let go of this level of stress that you're hanging on to. I'm not sure where this level of stress is coming from. Possibly from the Moon card, right? Possibly from something you feel you're not seeing clearly. Is that the only one I've got? Only major arcana I have out right now is the Moon. So that would be what, Pisces? Yeah, that's Pisces. You could be dealing with the Pisces. What is the atmosphere? Seven of Pentacles. The atmosphere is one of, hard work, but deciding exactly where it is you want to invest. Deciding exactly how much of yourself you're going to invest into this endeavor, or how much work you're willing to put into it, how much you're willing to sacrifice, how much emotion you're willing to put on the line, that kind of thing. Here again, it's something you're taking a very slow, steady course of action towards this, whatever it is. Okay? All right, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of the Hermit. So you're either afraid of, what are you afraid of? I think you're afraid of whoever, there must be another person involved in this, and possibly you're afraid that they are standing on the fringe. They have pulled their energy out for some reason to reassess this, and you are somewhat fearful that they're not going to reinvest, or that they're going to shine light on this and decide to not invest, is what I feel like. Okay, and what is the outcome? It's one of hope and faith in the future. It's also one that brings a sense of balance and a sense of healing to this entire situation. So I feel like your fears with the Hermit are probably fairly unfounded. And with the Star card, I definitely feel that in the end, in the bigger picture, this is all working out for the greater good, right? This is quite the arduous task, though. This is a lot of change here, a lot of transformation, but it definitely looks like you are set. You've made your mind up, and so it's a good thing. You're going in the right direction. It's going towards what you want it to be. It's really a great reading, Cancer. It is. It just doesn't look like it's been an easy situation to get you to here, and it definitely doesn't look like it's something that's taking off real quick. It's something you're definitely moving very slowly on, but there's a lot of determination behind it. So there you go. All right, well, that is what I got for you, Cancer. Go out and have the greatest weekend you can, no matter what the cards say, but your cards look pretty good, so I wouldn't worry about too much. There you go. Thank you.